for our Superbike category. Jake Gagne, your pole sitter.
Then we're going to have Josh Herrin, Cam Beaubier, and on the front row. And then we have Gillum, Escalante, and Sean Dillon Kelly. Yates, Fong, Bryce Cornbow, Ben Smith, J.D. Beach, and Dion Campbell will round out row number 4. And then a little further back, Flinders, Pinkstaff, Waters, Lewis, Brian Pinkstaff, and Gianotto are going to round out the grid. So, no, Benjamin Smith didn't get the laps he needed yesterday. Hayden Gillum didn't get the laps that he needed yesterday. I'm hoping
Dunlop tires. Superbike race number 2, Ridge Motorsports Park. And we're away racing, and it looks like the entire front row got a good launch, but look at the middle, the red bike, red leathers. Josh Herrin's going to lead us into turn number 1.
Yeah, there's a couple things already I like. Bobby Fong is right there. Bobby Fong this morning, Greg, was running very fast, consistent laps on very old tires. And he was just actually laughing about things. He said, you know, I didn't have the best MotoAmerica. Oh, as Bobby looked like he just went, I thought he was going a little bit wide. Escalante with a ton of like entry roll speed into there as Bobby is trying to get that Attack Yamaha hooked up. But
1000R, still a very capable motorcycle, especially when it comes to the torque characteristics of the engine. And talking with the crew, they were looking at the possibility of adjusting some of that power. And then we have Ryder down.
Yeah, just coming down that water slide there. Just couldn't tell.
Is that Ashton Yates, maybe?
I just couldn't tell. But
okay.
I did notice that Hayden Gillum got through on Benjamin Smith. And boy, good call, Greg.
During the Road America round, and so this bike is identical to what he had. So the fact that they rolled it off the truck and he was like 3rd fastest in the sessions and was able to put it on row number 2 in 4th place gave them a ton of information.
I'm looking at Bobby Fong's lap times, 41.4. This morning it was a little bit cooler and he was on old tires and he was doing just a string of low 41s. So he's not really capable or maybe able to take full advantage of brand new tires right now. Sometimes when you have a brand new set of tires on.
So they needed just a little bit more information with the heat now on the racetrack. He said the bike feels amazing. He's ready to just go out there, see if he can get another podium result.
Wow, yeah, that was classy there by Escalante, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was. And for Bobby Fong, it's slipping through his fingers at the moment, but we'll see as Bobby has a little shake of his head. Yeah, so there's something going on there, but a nice pass from Richie Escalante. There he is down in the chicane. Unfortunately for Benjamin Smith, this really bright young talent on the Flow for Law SBU Racing Yamaha R1, he's going to rush across the racetrack here and go get his motorcycle. It's a really awkward place to go down there. Interesting weekend to see who's here from Honda. Here's a look at the pass, Jay.
Sean got into turn 6 a little bit wide, and you can see he just got out there. So 160 mile an hour almost. And by the way, J.D. Beach on a stock 1000 bike is incredibly quick as Hayden Gillum has made his way through not only on Bobby Fong but SDK, even though on our screen on the left-hand side you see Sean Dillon Kelly is in 5th. Actually, Hayden Gillum has got through on him.
The top rider that's in our series on the stock 1000 machine, so it's a stock 1000 spec machine for the 95. He's in our Superbike Cup program, and he's leading that championship. So a good look at Jiggy Dog and what he's doing right now as the teammate.
Is Bobby Fong. So yeah, Bobby just a little bit off, 44.4 for Bobby that last time by, so something's not quite right. But Bryce is itching to get by a stock 1000 competitor that he races with in stock 1000 as it looks like he carves his way. I have seen that move live on track from Bryce. I've been on the track, and he is able to get that R1.
Maintain this pace, or if his performance is going to drop off again. And here comes Bobby Fong now into the clutches of Cornbow and J.D. Beach.
Yeah, he's just got a real problem, this Bobby, right now. So it's something that's, I couldn't even begin to speculate what it could be, but I reckon Bryce and JD are going to make pretty quick work of Bobby, unfortunately, for the number 50. So I really did feel like things were going to really gel for Bobby here. He has had such a good year, Greg, and he's been up front and a lot of things. And there goes Bryce again, just rolling up the inside of Bobby Fong. And JD's probably going to do something similar here shortly if he's capable on Bobby. So for Bryce, it's a good run.
We know what Bobby's capable of, and we know how much grit and determination he has as a rider. So whatever's going on board, he's trying to get it sorted out right now. And J.D. Beach just trying to find a way around him. That's a full-blown factory Superbike effort against a stock 1000 machine as Cornbow goes.
Yeah, he must have made a mistake at the top of the hill, Bryce, because he had a gap, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And, of course, every lap makes a difference. So it looks like they're going to send him back out on the racetrack. But I'll tell you what, the bike definitely does this late in the race, even though he's not having to push maybe as hard as he did in race number 1. It looks a lot better.
It's incredible. Yeah, I mean, it just
Look at the way it drives forward.
just gels. And it's not moving around as much as yesterday. And Greg, he still did a 41.3 that last lap. It's not like he's just kind of hanging around. It's he really broke these guys mid-race by keeping himself in those mid-40s, mid to high 40 range. And right now he's at 41.3. And at 41.3 this stage yesterday, the bike was moving around, quite a bit. And right now, you can tell that bike is not moving around hardly at all. It just looks like it's on rails.
So Josh Herrin on the last lap of the Warhorse HSBK Racing Ducati Panigale V4R. A 1:41.3 on the penultimate lap for him, managing a 4.9 second lead. And this one is going to put smiles on this Californian's face. And there's his championship rival, who's given away 5 points in this one, as Herrin. Boy, Jay, I mean, you just look at it, and the job that they were able to do, just keep chipping away at it. And I think this also just kind of plays into the fact that if you just keep with the same team, that's a positive team, and you keep with the same motorcycle, just like Beaubier, this is the 2024 version of this motorcycle, that you keep building data and confidence, and these are the kind of results that happen. As a little look over his shoulder for Herrin on these last couple corners.
I just feel like Josh has matured a lot, like in a lot of different ways, both on and off track, and he's taking his job very seriously. But man, just racking up another win, 4 in a row now for the number 1.
Josh Herrin comes to the stripe, will take victory in race number 2 at Ridge Motorsports Park. Cameron Beaubier, his championship rival, 5 seconds adrift. Jake Gagne, the final spot on the podium. Richie Escalante comes back 1.9 seconds behind Gagne. A good result for him, as now there's
Max Flinders, Bobby Fong, and Dion Campbell all hooked in. So Bobby just trying to get this thing to the finish right now. He just wants this race to be over. And for Flinders and Dion, they're like, wait, that's Bobby Fong. They're trying to make something happen here. So Max goes big time into there.
Full send for the 88. How do you like that move? Crash Bike Racing, Yamaha R1 rider going around Fong trying to grab all that glory. Bobby's like, I'm going to park this thing up the inside and just use the drive on the Attack Performance Progressive Yamaha to take me home. Flinders, hey, don't be too disappointed, Max. That was a heck of a toss there.
Yeah, and at least for Cam, it's only given up 10 points in the championship, still very much in contention. That's going to be an 8-point difference between Josh Herrin and Cameron Beaubier heading into the next round at Laguna. And when we go there in 2 weeks' time, Beaubier needs to answer back.
To see what the tire was going to be like toward the end, but I think he's got to be happy with the top 5.
A little bit further down as well, Bobby Fong had his hands full during the course of that race. Looked like he had a few problems and ended up coming away with 8th place at the end. Obviously under attack from Max Flinders at the end of that race.
Just a tough weekend for Bobby. He has struggled all weekend, and qualifying didn't go very well. And then today coming into that problem in the race, and you can see he was just trying to hold on, and luckily he was able to get 8th place points. But there's a big points loss this weekend for him.
And in this particular case, 5.1 seconds over Beaubier and Jake Gagne right there. But Richie Escalante, Jay, only 1.9 back from 3rd place.